Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? All right, let's see what's going on over here. It says here, why do women get colder than men? Science has the answer. I don't know, man. Uh, could just be bodies just structured different. They could just be cold-blooded. They could be just be lizards, aliens that somehow have a symbiotic relationship with us actual humans. I don't I don't know. But I remember like it happened to me several times where you like with a girl and you kind of like in the heat of things, right? You just kind of like you making out or whatever, and then she's like, "Oh, I got to take a shower," and they're like, "Oh," it's like hop in the shower with me. Go in the shower with this girl. It's happened to me too many times, and the water is like she turned that shit all the way up, scolding, and she's looking at me, and I'm over here like just burning, and she's looking at me like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is it too hot? Is it too hot?" It feels like torture, and she's just casually just in there like soaking up the hot ass water. It's like it just seems like they're aliens. If you can handle that much heat and then you're extremely sensitive to cold, you might just be cold-blooded. You might be a lizard in disguise. I'm just whether in the office or at home or elsewhere, it's common for women to say that they feel cold. In fact, it's commonly held belief that women run colder than men. But is it true? Yes, several studies have found the biological factors that cause women to be colder than men: metabolism, blood flow, and menopause. Mm, wow. Both men and women have roughly the same body core temperature of 98.6, but when we determine if we're cold or not, we use skin temperature instead. Yeah, yeah, this skin can handle a different type of temperature, man, like scalding ass hot water. In women, the hormone estrogen stops blood flow to the fingers and toes when the skin is in contact with cold. Okay. So it stops blood flow to the fingers and toes when the skin is contact with cold, which means they would feel the cold more. Their body would respond more immediate to the cold. This is likely why it seems like women have colder hands than men. The blood flow stopped, so their body would be a lot colder. According to Boris Kigma, the thermophysiologist, uh, in the Netherlands, women are smaller, meaning they have relatively higher skin surface to volume ratio, causing them to lose heat faster. Menstrual cycles also impact women's body temperature. Uh, okay, reports that research has shown that women will feel colder than usual when they hit the ovulation stage of their menstrual cycle. Okay. But when women hit, well, that would make sense, right? Because the body's kind of going through some changes there. So it makes sense that the body would like heat up or cool down. But when women hit menopause, there can be a change in the core body temperature. Also a change. Jewel Klein, Mayo Clinic, told Washington Post, core body temperature may change during premenopause, or was it perimenopause? What the hell is that? And post? Shouldn't it be pre? I just say peri. It's like pre and post, right? Menopause. Declines in estrogen can contribute to hot flashes, night sweats, and temperature sensitivity. Okay, so the estrogen levels change because I know men's or Jesus, was it our testosterone levels also declines as we get older. So that's where you get like older men are a lot more calmer and they're a little bit more sensitive. Yeah, and so because their testosterone goes down. So women loses estrogen as well when they get older. So yeah, that explains a lot. Women also are also known to have a lower metabolism rate than men. Okay, which means they burn fat not as fast. Kigma told the Washington Post that women have less heat generating muscle tissue and lower metabolic rate, the heat inducing process in which their bodies burn calories for energy. Okay, so they have a lower heat inducing process. That means their bodies are going to be colder and their body temperature is not going to rise as high, and their skin processes heat a little bit different, which means that yeah, women can be in a hot shower and not be a lizard creature. Good to know. The lower metabolism means women do not produce as much heat as men. Uh, Considering that women have smaller bodies and slower metabolism rate, the body of smaller people typically has to respond faster to defend itself against cold. Cold temperatures impact women's work performances. Yeah, I would imagine because they're uncomfortable. Uh, when women perform math or verbal related tasks in a room with higher temperatures, they perform better compared to men in the same setting. Okay, so if the temperature is cold, their brains also don't perform as well. All right. Got it. The researchers also found that while women perform better in warmer temperatures, men also perform better in colder temperatures. They suggest that in work environments where there is a balance of male to female workers, room temperatures should be set higher than normal in order to achieve most productivity. But that would only give the women a boost, not the men. What? All right. You would think they would support maybe separating you know, the genders in a sort of space in different spaces where they can regulate the temperatures accordingly, but no. They just said just make it higher so the women will do better. And then we can show stats that say women perform better at work. And anyways, until next time. Very interesting stuff.